we pick up with Cepheus. Cepheus, you sit atop your mighty steed, Ilmounter, as you just see ahead of you the clearing out of the wild wood and into a familiar townstead of Wild Valley. Hulk begins pushing through the brush, leading the party towards the tree line, and all of a sudden a rope tightens around your neck and you're pulled rapidly off your horse. Hitting the ground hard, you are pulled against your will with remarkable speed backwards along the rooted ground. Painfully, you watch as your friends and party members, some in similar binds, disappear from your vision behind trees and bushes alike. Pain, choking, crushing pain as you are pulled up a tree and harshly against a high branch some 25 feet in the air. Despite all your might and strength, you are powerless to stop this fine and tight cord around your neck, fingers unable to slip underneath, and your sword on your back forced against the tree, pinned out of grasp. You reach for your hand axes at your side and find them gone. Slowly your vision goes cloudy and dark, the distance growing more and more muted, leaving only the strained creak of the tree behind you and the branch you hang from. All as your vision slowly darkens. It can't end like this. Your friends, they are all to just suffer this same fate as you, and with no power to stop it? Your eyelids grow heavy, and heavy, and heavy, until, crack! You're falling through the air, landing hard on your back, a broken branch toppling onto you, as you are now again rushing through the forest along the rooted ground backwards, with only momentary and infrequent slight bursts of breath from an occasional bump from a root along the ground, until again darkness begins to consume your vision, and you slip fully into unconsciousness. You wake momentarily, an indeterminate amount of time later, your neck bruised and in excruciating pain. Now no rope tugging at your neck. You feel yourself sluggish and almost unable to move, as you're being dragged slower now by occasional tugs through what looks like trees and little bits of light coming through them. Ropes under your arms, your feet tied together. You hear two nearby voices arguing and bickering in an unrecognized tongue, and your vision again goes black. Darkness surrounds you. You're sore, you're in pain, and you smell this dank, musty, wet wood smell. So you kind of slowly open up your eyes. It's totally dark, and then a brief moment of bright green light just blinds you as you hear, "What? Where are you taking me? What is this? I've been here for how many days and you move me now? Why? Why?" And then you hear this like struggling and pulling and yanking, and then a bit of a struggle as you open your eyes against this bright green, like blinding in front of you. Your eyes start to slowly adjust just as you see like this man, this like in rough clothes, torn, shaggy black hair is dragged out of the room just ahead of you, just dragged out of the same room that you're in. He's like 20 feet away from you, and then out and around this corner tunnel of the room you're in, and the door shuts. And now your eyes just starting to get used to that bright green light that was, it looked almost as if that green light itself was dragging him. That source of light was what was dragging him. It was blinding you because of its sudden appearance. And then it dragged him out as he was struggling. "What are you doing? No, I've been sitting here for days and now you take..." And the door slams behind him. Now your eyes trying to adjust to this room again. It's dark. After a few minutes, you kind of readjust and notice there's a bit of pale moonlight cascading in from above you. And you look up and you do see this small opening. You're not sure how high up because it's just this dark, almost tunnel of a room that goes straight up. But you see a little bit of semi-obscured moonlight kind of cascading in. And then to your right, you see the silhouette and body of another individual about 10 feet away from you, seemingly tied up. You're not entirely certain. It looks like his arms are above him, but you can't make out any good details or important details of his face. And then to your left, 10 feet to your left, in this semicircular room, or this circular room, excuse me, you see another individual who's just kind of like huddled up, just a pile of clothes, essentially. You're not even sure if they're alive.
Are they tied up?
You're not certain.
Am I tied up?
Your arms are above your head, tied, and you are tied to the wall behind you.
Hello there, I say to the person I can see that's tied up.
Right. And you hear the sound of like his leather jerkin and stuff kind of shifting against the ground as he turns. He does seem like he's mostly laying down with his arms above him. You're sitting pressed up against that wall. Oh, hello.
Where are we
finally awake.
Have I been here a while then?
A few hours. Not as long as I have.
Well, how long have you been here?
A few hours.
Last I remember, I had something tied around my neck. Then I was dragged here. You know where we're at?
Yes, I do. Deep within the wild wood.
Smell bad in here?
Just smells like old wood that is slightly damp. Like if you were to cut a log in half and leave it outside for a little bit and it gets rained on time and time again. And then just that kind of like distinct, almost mildewy smell. But it's not awful, you know? A little bit musty.
Can I try to break the ropes?
Sure. Make a strength check with disadvantage.
Athletics, you mean?
Nope.
I'll roll athletics. Um, 14.
You just doing your best not to make it sound like you're struggling, and he just, you're not going to get anywhere with that. It's elven rope, my friend.
Well, it's worth a shot.
Unless you can speak to it, or you have the right blade, you're not getting through it.
I don't have my blade, right? Nothing on me?
And at that mention, you kind of, oh, maybe it's good to see if I have my weapons. You look down, you don't see your axes. You actually realize now you're not armored. You're just in, like, your jerkin or whatever you wear underneath it, and your leather pants. Your what is it, greatsword, right? No, not with you.
My hidden dagger?
I didn't know about it, but
it's well hidden. You know, like the guys that swallow swords?
Oh, gosh.
You're a sword swallower?
Yeah. But you do a dagger because you're so big, it's like the size of a pill, so it's easy.
You know what's going to happen then?
I know what's going to happen.
Well, tell me.
They're going to have us killed. And that one over there, they've been waiting days for this. The moon is high, the time is right. And they need blood.
You, over there. You's awake.
I'm awake, what?
I like that.
What do you want?
I hear that we's are gonna die.
That's what I hear too.
Well then, it's best you know who Ilmater is.
Hill what? You talking about the hill, mother?
Ilmater, the god of suffering.
Ilmater. Oh, Ilmater.
He takes upon himself the pain.
Right then.
I'd have you know him before you die.
I don't see him. You want me to know him? How
That's
deeply?
Right. Do you know of the gods?
The gods?
The gods.
I know of them.
Well, then you need to know of the greatest. The one to whom they all are accountable to.
That's so, eh?
Ilmater. God of suffering.
You know, I heard of Azotol. Never heard that he's accountable to anybody.
Well, you've heard wrong.
I
I'm here
never
to
really
help
did
you
the
get it
hanging.
right.
I never really palled around with those church folk.
No, you have not, but now you've faced death in the eyes, and it's best you have it right. And I'd have you have it right. Come close and let me pray for you. I cannot put my hands on you, but at least I lay my eyes on you.
I can't move.
Tragic. I'll have your name then.
Roll a persuasion check.
38.
Are you serious?
No. That was
Plus
totally
18. That's crazy.
14.
Unless I get advantage.
My name's Solus.
Solace?
Solus.
Well, take solace in his name, Solace.
Spelled different.
Sounds the same.
That it does.
Solace, I'd like to pray for you.
Roll a persuasion check.
Nat 20, so 25.
Alright, then, never had anybody pray for me. At least
Right.
not that I know about. Why would you pray for me, eh?
Because having your name and knowing that death is near to all of us, it's best we give this one to Ilmater. Perhaps he'll help us now.
You're not afraid, eh?
Of course I'm not afraid. What's to fear?
What kind of man's not afraid of death?
A
Unless
man
it's
who knows
crazy.
Ilmater then. A man who knows the greatest of all the gods. A man who knows that suffering is but a means to a beautiful end. Can I pray then?
You can pray.
Holy Ilmater, God of suffering, I pray that you comfort Solace now. That you comfort us all. That you give us your holy presence. That we would not suffer. That upon your shoulders you would take it all away. And that when we face death, it will mean nothing. It will have lost its sting. Ilmater, God of suffering, God of the rack, God who suffers for us. Do it now. Be big when we are small. Be strong when we are weak. And suffer when we can no longer. In your precious name, Ilmater be with us.
Roll a charisma check.
17.
Oh, that was beautiful. Thank you. I'm almost not afraid. Still a little scared, though. You have some tremendous faith. Why am I to believe it? Why am I to believe in my suffering? I haven't served Ilmater my whole life like you. How do I know he's real? He'll take my suffering. If I'm just hearing about him now.
Friend, have you much to lose?
Doesn't sound like the most sincere. Just to believe because I have nothing to lose.
Will you try? Will you try to believe?
I can try.
Ilmater likes that. He likes our trying. And that is enough. He'll do the rest.
Aye. Makes some sense then. He's a god. I'm a little man. He should do most of the trying. Could you tell me more about this Ilmater?
Gladly.
Oh, I spend.
As much time as you can?
Oh, yeah.
Enough time that the whole plan has to shift because it's like 6 hours of role playing is gone, and you're still just like, and he's like
You're there
completely
trying
involved.
to save me?
Yeah.
I'm not done yet.
Yeah.
A soul's a soul then. A soul is Soul. Alright, wow, then, this Ilmater guy's a real deal, isn't he?
As I said, he's the greatest of all.
That one story you said about him, taking that lady's pain when she had scorned him her whole life. Is that true, too?
All of it true. Indeed, even now outside these walls are those who persecute us. Are we not tired?
I'm a real bad man. I hurt a lot of people all my life. And I'd like to say that it's because I was hurt a lot my life, but I did take some pleasure in it. But sometimes it ate at me when I thought about it. But I did it anyway, you know? And I mean, what got me here was hurting somebody, you know? Taking him for ransom and threatening him, his family, killing all his gods. And then I was sitting here thinking, oh, this is what I deserve, a horrible death. To be delivered to whatever we were being delivered to, and my compatriot was just taken, you know, and he was not gonna have it. But I was sitting here thinking, oh, I just have to take it. This is what I deserve. And all the hurt and pain I caused my entire life. Here I am, hopefully, you know, for the sake of maybe the universe or whatever, I'm gonna die really agonizingly painful because it's what I deserve. So then why would Ilmater, right here, right now, still give me a chance, eh?
You are right that you do not deserve it. Nor do I. Nor does anyone deserve it. It's not about what we deserve, because we all deserve to be punished. We all get things wrong. We all do wrong things. The thing is that Ilmater does it because he loves us. And here's what's cool. He promises us something new. A new heart. You've got a criminal's heart, a heart of stone.
Yes.
But he'll give you a heart of flesh. He'll change you if you let him. That's why I'm tied up here, not fearing death, because I've got a changed heart. Let me ask you a question. You know what a gold coin is?
Oh yeah. I chased him my whole life.
So you know how much a gold coin's worth?
Oh yeah.
What about a gold coin that's lost?
It's lost?
How much is it worth?
I guess just as much as it was before, as long as it's found.
That's right. You're lost. But you have all the value of a man. And Ilmater loves you just the same. Not because you deserve it, but despite the fact that you don't.
That sounds pretty radical. Pretty crazy. But you believe it, eh?
I'll die for it. I promise you this, if they come for you, I'll take your place if they let me.
Roll a persuasion check.
14.
That's crazy. Why would you take my place?
I told you.
You don't even sound like you deserve to be here.
Well,
Why do you, if you did believe this before you got here, why did you get here then?
I'm not quite sure, actually. Was in the forest. Had a rope around my neck, and now I'm here. But my lot's the same as yours, I imagine.
Your God did that to you? He brought you here?
Well, he brought me to you, didn't he? I'll suffer. Sometimes for the sake of others.
Oh. So your God dragged you into suffering so you could come talk to me, who's already suffering, so that I could know He wants to take my suffering.
That's right. He brought me here to tell you the truth about what it is to suffer. Not that he'll take it all away, but that he'll make all of it worth it.
You can make one last persuasion check with advantage.
Advantage.
Oh, 19.
Okay. What was your name then?
Cepheus.
Cepheus. You hear that door open, and steps in, and just this bright green glow as your eyes trying to adjust and you're turning, and then you hear some shuffling from that corner where he was. He goes, "Oh, Cepheus, they're taking me."
If you're here for him, take me.
Shut up. It's his turn, not yours.
Well, let it be my turn.
Roll a charisma check with disadvantage. Persuasion with disadvantage.
14.
It's his turn, not yours. Cepheus.
Oh, you afraid to take me then, huh?
Boss got a good plan for you. It's coming. Wait your turn.
I'm a bigger sacrifice.
And you hear the dragging of Solus. Cepheus, thank you for the talk.
Be strong, Solus.
I'm trying to believe. I'm trying. What do I do?
Pray for strength. He will meet you in your greatest need.
The Mater give me strength. I don't deserve it. But give me strength. And the door shuts behind him.
I pray for him.
Silently or out loud?
Out loud. So that, what's his face?
You haven't asked his name yet.
Yeah.
Your Mater give strength to Solus, my new friend. May he find himself in your hands. Take his suffering. Make whatever he endures be seasoned with your peace. May you be present. Sir,
You believe all that?
I believe it all.
Seems a fool's errand.
Well, if you think there is foolishness in hope, well then, you'll die with a sad heart, and mine will die full.
I'll die just the same.
Yes, and where will you go, my friend?
Where all of us go.
All of us, eh? How do you know that?
All of my kind, where we all go.
What are your kind?
He kind of shifts slightly. Go ahead and make a perception check with disadvantage.
Come on.
With advantage?
Disadvantage.
Okay.
Actually, you know what? Just the straight. One of you rolled first. Just a straight roll because there's like some light in here now, and your eyes are becoming accustomed to it.
13.
Okay. He shifts slightly and kind of kneels towards this bit of this ray of moonlight just between you guys, and you see him, his face beaten, almost to a pulp, but distinctly elven ears. Some of that same wood elven tribal war paint on his face, like that you saw in all those guys that just attacked you. And this long, dirty blonde hair that kind of falls in front of his face as he looks up at you. Well, he can't gesture with his hands, but where all of my kinds go.
Elven, are you?
Yes. And he kneels back.
Are these not your people, then?
Yes, they were. One of them still is, I suppose.
What'd you do to get in here?
Roll the persuasion check.
Nat 20. Oh. 25 then.
What else do you say then to make? It's gonna work here, but
Okay.
beyond just asking him what he did.
Well, what'd you do to get here? Did you deserve it like the last one? You need me to say the same thing
That
to
last
you?
one. No, that last one. He was a murderer. He was a highwayman, a robber. He hurt people his entire life. We found him with a whole other lot of highwaymen toting around this beaten nobleman, right? Nothing on him. in the tattered clothes of a rich man. No money, no artifacts of great power, no weapons. We killed them all, set that man free, let him go. He ran off, or limped off more. They hurt him badly. He was of no use to us, but we took this man's rest of his highwaymen down. We killed them all, except for him and his buddy there. We did a good thing. We took all of their weapons and any artifacts they had for our use, for the greater good. And he was an evil man. But and I say all this as we, right? I'm not even a warrior. I've gotten roped into all this. I'm a shepherd, for goodness sake. It's my job to look after these allosauruses. But they convinced me and my wife that this is what was best for our continuance since the separation, and well, here we are, and I make one little mistake, right? Now I get thrown to the wolves. The sacrifices like you. You guys don't even seem like you deserved it, but the sacrifice thing isn't about who deserves it. It's about what Yellen wants and who he wants, and he picked you. He saw you. He said, bring that one.
And you think you're the good guys, then?
I don't know if I am, but I know I'm not the bad guy. I just made a simple mistake.
If you're a good guy, then why are you about to be sacrificed?
Because Yellen didn't like the way I brought you in.
Is Yellen good?
Yellen wants what's best for us. All of us.
So then him sacrificing you is good?
He believes it is.
And you?
Well, I don't want to be the one to go. If he believes it's good for him, and for all of us, then it's good. My wife will suffer for it.
And is that good?
Nobody, you just say some suffering's worth it.
Is this suffering worth it?
How am I to know? Shouldn't your God know?
Well,
That's
it sounds to me like not. Yellen is not very good, and you're rather confused as to what good is. You did nothing wrong, yet you're about to be sacrificed.
Yellen believes I did something wrong and he's in charge. He gets to pass judgment.
Did you do something wrong? Well, make up your mind.
I made a mistake. Yes, I did something wrong. Mistakes can be wrong.
Well, what was your mistake?
I was supposed to ensure that you didn't need to be a living sacrifice. They wanted you dead. You were too much of a threat. When I didn't make sure that you were dead, and I dragged you back here, and didn't make sure that there was no sort of divination magics present on your person, and they said they found that there was. That people were spying on you. Now they know where we are, and so it's my fault, and they threw me in here to be lumped into all the sacrifices with the rest of them. He believes one more in the name of whatever her name is or whatever. It's just even closer to us being united.
So Yellen wants you to suffer.
Because he believes it'll be worth it, yeah.
And your mate wants to take it away. Which do you like more?
Make a persuasion check.
17.
I'd rather have it taken. But I'll endure it. If this ill mater can take hers, my wife, take her suffering from my absence away.
Well, I can pray for your wife. Would you like me to?
You can do that.
Will you join me?
Make another persuasion check.
Nat 1. Wait, can I have advantage?
No. You can pray for her.
Well, What was her name?
Sheris.
Sheris. I like that name. Holy Ilmater, God of the Rack. Help my new friend and his wife, Sheris. Let her not endure the pain of loss. Give her your peace that surpasses all understanding. Let her grief be deep and real, knowing that the love she shared was worth it. But the suffering, let it be short and endured by you. And help my friend know that you are true, honest and pure and real. Fill his heart with your peace in this moment. And Lord Ilmater, thank you for bringing him to me, keeping me alive so that I could talk to Solace. And that his mistake, so be it called, was your providence. May you be present.
Roll a charisma check.
16.
That was beautiful. Thank you. Your faith is remarkable to watch and to witness. I wish I was capable.
You are capable.
Not today. Not today.
Tomorrow is the day that never comes. Today's a day for trying.
I just don't think I can try.
Well, I'll help step with you. I'll pray for you. As long as I'm awake, I'll pray for you. I'd like your name.
You can have it. Her name is Ilvasar.
Ilvasar. Husband of Sheris.
Yes. Actually, I'd rather be known for that, yes. Many other things I may be known for, but I'd rather last be known as Ilvasar, husband of Sheris.
Tell me of your wife.
She's beautiful. So as you're hearing Ilvasar continue, he's talked for a few minutes, now about his wife. And just the many things he loves about her and the way they met and the time they spent together. He kind of insinuates that he's over a century old, at least, maybe 2 centuries old. And because they have spent the better part of like 110 years together and all this stuff. And then as he's talking about it, he grows a little bit muted as you hear,
"We're here. Are you okay? Describe where you are at. Can you hear soap?"
Looks and smells of old wood. Circle-shaped. Open at the top. I see the moon. Don't hear it.
Can I say hear it? As one word.
whatever. Just say don't hear.
Ilmater loves you. Prison is good.
Got it. He's having a great time in prison.
Cepheus Bartome. Prison is good.
He's having a great time in prison.
I allow you to hear it because it's an accent thing.
Give it. I'm at 25 if you don't give it to me. 25 if you don't. So
Saying you're at 25, remind me, I needed to deal more damage to you from that initial being dragged.
Oh, I figured that I had
You
to
have
take
some
it.
damage that you took from the initial yanking, right? Did you mark that?
No.
It was 6
It
damage.
was 6 from the initial.
Okay.
But then when you were being choked out at the top of the tree, you took another 14 force damage.
Oh gosh.
And then crashing down onto the ground after the tree branch broke, we'll see how much you took. So 14 force from the few rounds that you took of being choked out.
Okay, so I've taken 20 damage so far. Okay.
And then from the crash to the ground, you took another 8 bludgeoning.
Okay. So I'm dead.
Are you really?
No.
I was like,
Changes
But I-
Oh shoot! I'm dead then.
Retcon.
Forgot to mention that while I was doing the.
All right.
Can he have the benefits of a short rest in prison?
Rewind.
No,
Yeah, wasn't I sleeping there for a little bit?
you weren't conscious. That's different.
Questionable.
He was dead.
Questionable.
You were medically dead. They brought you back to life.
Just so they can sacrifice you.
Even though the guy was like, I was
why
supposed
they
to
were
kill him,
sunset.
but I left him alive. They actually brought him back from the dead so that they could sacrifice him.
I mean, can I give myself some healing since I can touch my own hands?
Sure.
I don't, though.
Anyways, my favourite food is.
Well, you were talking about his wife, remember? And he's long since finished that conversation, right? And things have just been silent for a while, I would say. Like you were talking with him, but he got emotional. He didn't cry, but it was difficult, And eventually he just kind of smiled because he was leaning at this point, and then he just slumped back and then got silent. It's been silent for a while.
How far away is he?
10 feet from you.
Oh, okay. Yeah, just optically, like, am I chained to the wall? Like, can my legs reach out to any length?
You're up against the wall with your arms above you, and they're tied. There's no give on the tie from the wall.
Right, but could I like spread out and put like are my feet just tied together?
They're
That
just
I
tied
could
together.
reach out?
Yeah, but he's to your side, so you would have to try and turn and stick your feet out if you're going to touch him. It would be hard, but you might be able to do it. You want to try?
Ilvasar,
Yes.
can you reach out towards me?
Why?
I want to alleviate some of your suffering.
Roll a persuasion check.
14. Oh no, sorry. 14.
I don't know what you could do. It's mostly mental anguish, but sure. And he just he leans his face out, and then his feet kind of hang out in front of him as much as they can. It's like an extra 2 feet out or something. Go ahead and make an acrobatics check, or actually just a dexterity check to try and stretch out as far as you can with your feet. And lucky for you, you have no boots on.
14.
Okay, so your bare foot just taps the bottom of his foot.
Aw.
I'll give him 12.
Hit points?
Yep.
Okay, you watch as his face, where it was beaten up, just bruises. The places of his face that are displaced and broken and beaten in, they heal and just leave bruises behind as he... And the raspiness that was in his breath alleviates as he... Oh, just incredible, thank you. I'm no foreigner to healing magics, but... That was something, thank you.
I can't take away your mental anguish, but what is physical I can help with. Ilmater can help with your mental anguish, though, my friend.
Make a persuasion check with advantage.
Ooh, that is 25.
Wow.
Natty. My first one was a 1. I had a 1 and a 20.
You know what Solus said? It's hard to believe. It's hard for me to believe. But you've been kinder to me than many people have my entire life. You've been kinder to me than any human or Goliath I've ever met on this continent. And 75 years ago in the separation, I landed in a strange place, and I had grown in hiding, and I never knew the surface world well enough to know what to expect. But when we returned, everything was different, and we understood. Over 1,000 years had passed, with no elves on Volumgard's surface, no dwarves. And when we came back, humans had taken over our kingdoms and our lands. Many were outraged, but most understood. Of course they would. Why would they leave them vacant for 1,000 years? We had the best kingdoms, and the land was beautiful. Many of our kin settled in Marenthal, where they were given land to take, and it has been fruitful and beautiful. And part of our homeland has been returned to us, but here in what you call it Raskelia now, it is a shadow of what it once was. It is sad, and not to only sound as like my kin, an elf, who would say that man ruins the land that he inhabits. But chief amongst those examples is Raskelia. And beyond just the disrespect and the pain that the land here has endured in the name of other than elven mortals, where we would have taken care of it, there is a danger in what has been done to this land. And death is coming if we don't stop it. These mortal men do not know what they've done. And we've tried to tell them, and they have not listened. Yellen has convinced us to take a different tactic, and I believed him. And that has brought so much pain and anger and hatred. And despite all of that, you have shown me nothing but love. I'm sorry for my ill will against you that I had in my heart. I will hope you sincerely that you would forgive me. And your God, who has demonstrated his power, even just in his transforming of your heart, I pray that he could forgive me as well. It is hard to believe.
He is a forgiving God. You need but ask. But I can't do that for you. Will you ask him to forgive you?
Make a persuasion check with advantage.
Should I re-roll that?
It landed fair.
Okay, 17.
Okay. What words do I say?
It is but simple. Ilmater, I have done so much wrong. Will you forgive me? You will feel his answer in the grace he gives you in this moment.
He kind of slinks back, his face now out of the light. You just hear some murmuring. And then... He's not my God.
That's where you're wrong.
But I know he has forgiven me.
He is God of all. Some yet recognize it.
Thank you for your forgiveness.
Tell me,
Sorry for what my people have done to yours.
death is all around us. None are kind and all get it wrong. You are a shepherd.
Yes.
I know what it is to be a shepherd. Sometimes you must tend to the flock. Sometimes you must fend off the wolves. Right now I'm tending, but there are times I must fend off the wolves as well. Tell me about the separation.
I don't know that. I don't know what this
You
is.
mean
Right?
Matt doesn't? Yeah, I know.
I know Matt doesn't, but Cepheus doesn't know, right?
He probably not. It happened before he was born.
Okay.
And you probably would have heard. I mean, you didn't even really live in cities growing up, right? You lived
Right.
in a small clan. So I would say you've heard every now and then, but like maybe twice before this, you've heard someone not call it that. They just called it like the elven and dwarven return. But he says, have you not heard? You must have, growing up, heard how we were gone for like a millennia, no?
I've heard whispers, but I don't live as long as you do.
A very long time ago, 8 prime deities of this world. 8 of the most powerful of the prime deities.
Ah, Ilmater,
All 8 of them.
Actually, Ilmater wasn't in this council.
the greatest was absent.
These were referenced as the Divines, and their leader, the greatest of the 8, named Ramus, was in conversation with my people, the wisest amongst my people and the wisest amongst the dwarves, and they anticipated a great evil. Unfortunately, that evil was their sister, one who had time and time again divulged information and power to the wrong people. Her name is Soriana. She made mistakes time and time again. I'm sure historically you've heard of the Centuries Sanguine, a draconic war well over a millennia ago, where dragons had eviscerated and annihilated a majority of the planet, and it said that people were wading up to their waist in blood. She was responsible for a large portion of that, and the power, and how they usurped many of the deities, even. And they had seen that they had allowed her to go unchecked, and so what they did was because these original 8, the original deities of Volumgard, before other deities from various spheres colonized, they locked themselves away in order to keep her away from the world. But they had to trust that secret and the protection of that to a group of people. And they asked the 2 elden races, all of the dwarves and elves, to unite as one and to protect this secret and to protect the seal deep below the planet. Well, 75 years ago, the seal was broken due to an otherworldly incursion. Power was usurped. Those divines returned. Soriana seems to have learned her lesson. She seems to have been more benevolent. Those divines returned, and so did we. Where we had been sheltered away, with maybe a few handfuls of us had not ever gone away, but the entirety of the population, over 1,000 years ago, of all elves and dwarves in a night vanished, raptured from the planet. And then to return in an identical way 75 years ago. For us, we call it the separation. The world sees it as a returnal. We see it as a separation because we were together, all of us, our entire race of these 2 races, and then we returned at random locations all over the world in small pods. So we were scattered. So to us, it is a separation. And then for most of the world to not accept our return, to see us as a threat coming back for our lands, most of us understanding, like I said, 1,000 years have gone by. Why would they save it for us? Many felt threatened by our presence. Some were lucky enough to be in lands where they accepted them. Some to where they gifted them land and a place to thrive and make their own, like in Marenthal. That is where our High Queen, where we were down below, our High Queen is returned to, and she is in Marenthal now. And she has done her best to unite us from all over the world like we were before. We have part of our homeland back there, but we had civilizations and kingdoms so long ago, even here in Raskelia. And when we arrived here, we were run out, dejected. They saw us as a threat, that we were returning. We were powerful, but we're not united, and they don't understand that. And we don't see to take it back, or at least we didn't. Many of my people, those more intellectual, the ones who are politicians and mages and the like, the thinkers, decided, we understand, we'll do this the right way. Many like myself, the common folk who work the land and sing to it and sing out of it, well, we had nothing. We have no way of getting anything. And we were just seen as a threat. And many of us are in hiding. And a large number of us that landed here, a little over 200 of us, have been hiding here in the Wild Wood. One of our leaders, his father, I forgot to mention, during the separation, some of us couldn't come back because there was a stain left on nearly a third of our population, on both elves and dwarves alike. That otherworldly force that forced the Divine's hand, he left a stain on many innocent, and many involved in his plans. And they have been unable to leave. They are now stuck in a rotting, decrepit, what was once a haven, and is now so dark and rotten. Unable to escape, I don't know what state they're in, but Our leader Yellen, Olathon, his father was on the council, to begin with. My understanding is his father did nothing wrong, but his father was unjustly stained. And then in all of that, his father was killed. And he sees anybody other than an elf as the culprit for the reason why. There was a group of individuals that took part in this, and for many of us, they saved us. Yellen sees it all as their fault, most of it to begin with. One of his members here was his father that instituted this entirety of this thing. And Yellen's opinion, and how he's convinced many of my people, and myself at one point before tonight, is that our only choice now is to weaken the state of men here and to rise up in power, to weaken them, to equip ourselves, and to slowly re-infiltrate and take back what was ours, and not simply for pride and possession. Because we are right, there's evil here that they do not know, and they have not believed us about. The elves lived here at one time, and our beautiful songs held this land together. And the land has a purpose, Cepheus. The land was here before us, but after us, the land was given a purpose, and a very important one. And the men did not know this. We tried to warn them, but despite it, they've ignored the purpose and taken steps against it. And it's so dangerous. So it's so hard not to hate them. And so in the Returnal, or the separation, 75 years ago, it's been nothing but division and death, and many of us have been killed out of hatred, and malice, and fear, and we've killed many of them, but not nearly as many. And all that, I wish it didn't come to violence, but for so long we tried not to, and now it seems as though that's all that we have left.
Well,
I don't know what force it was that did this, but I know many who were separated from those that they love. We were all taken out. We were evacuating because our haven god was being destroyed, and we evacuated together, but still so many went on opposite sides of the globe. But I was kept with my wife. I do not know how. I have many friends whose mothers and brothers and sisters and wives, children, they never saw them again. I was kept with my wife. And after that forcing of the Divine's hands, they returned to the planet almost immediately afterward, at least in the following years. The presence grew ever distant again. So it's been hard to believe in any deity. Because as far as we're aware, and what we've been told, and I've only heard rumors of this, but it seems as though every prime deity has locked themselves away now. But some of their power is clearly occasionally a presence, like in you. But it used to be different. I didn't even need to follow them, and sometimes I could call on their power. But I don't even feel it. And when I prayed, I'd like to think I felt it, but I don't know if I did, right? There's a veil between us now, and I don't understand why. It's been like that for the better part of the 75 years.
flesh is a veil, and we only see through a glass darkly. But I'll tell you this. Hatred will never bring unity to what is good. Only love can do that.
Cepheus, then you promised me something. We've tried with political leaders. We tried for decades. And my people believe that this is what it's come to. At least the wood elves do. And there are groups like mine, and we call ourselves the Kauroth. K-O-U-R-O-T-H. In Elven, it means vengeance. Groups like this one, people like me, elves of the wood, who are unified under leaders like Yellen. And we know that this country is weak because they are on the doorstep of war with a mighty foe. And I don't believe that foe will do any better with this problem than they are now. But we are taking our opportunity because if they're weakened now, we might seek to weaken them further so that foe will win, or so that we can beat them in their weakness. and we will fix this issue. But if you believe that the violence will only make it worse, and that we don't stand a chance for that to work, and it's, as far as we're concerned, our only chance. None of us have been granted an audience with the king. We've done our best to send emissaries to various dukes. If I die tonight, promise me you will get this message to the king. He's ravaging the land, and what sleeps within it will take its pound of flesh, and we will all suffer for it.
Who's ravaging the land? Yellen?
The king.
The king is ravaging
Humanity.
the land.
Mortals. Elves know how to care for the land, and to sing to it, and to keep it alive. He's ravaged the Lone Many Thicket. The Lone Many Thicket is a third of its size from when we knew it. It's still the greatest forest on almost all of Rikera, and it's a third of its size.
Ilvasar, give me your message clearly, and if I survive the night, and I am free to deliver this message, I will do everything in my power to do so.
You must not allow my people to know that I've told you. But understand this. Mortals, in our absence, have ravaged this land, and what sleeps within it grows stronger with the land's diminishing. And if it wakes,
sleeps within it.
And if it wakes, it will take its pound of flesh, and we will all suffer. I do. I've only heard stories before bedtime. It's terrifying.
Well, it is that terror that might awaken the mind of the king.
I am bound not to use his name.
You needn't use his name to tell me what he's like.
And you can just see, like, pain on his face. As he opens his mouth, you watch his tongue roll back into his mouth. He's... Can you just roll a d20 for me?
Roll high.
What?
15.
Plus his strength. I cannot say his name. I can barely say what he is. But he's terror. He's horror. He's ancient. He's darkness. He's shadow. He's in the trees. He's a maw of ever-churning teeth of violence and horror and pain. And you watch as he just throws up all over in front of him. Oh.
Thank you, Ilvasar. That was difficult, but the message you wish me to deliver is made all the more powerful by it.
The door opens. You watch as that green light blinds both of you for a second. You recoil. And then boots right up to you. And then you hear, Cepheus, thank you. As you hear dragging away. As Ilvasar is being dragged away.
I will pray for you, Ilvasar, and your wife, Sheris.
Okay. Roll one more just flat charisma check to inspire him.
23.
Yes.
And I will try to believe. And the door shuts.
Ilmater bless his trying.
I say a prayer for him.
Okay. Roll a charisma check.
Very loudly. Very loudly.
You wanted to hear it?
Yeah.
Well, first roll a charisma check and then roll a strength check.
Okay. That's 10.
The charisma?
Yeah. And the strength is, 9.
Okay. You bellow out above you. You try and get the words out. roll a perception check for me. This is just audible, so you can roll normal.
13.
Okay. You do hear muffled yelling from the other side. And you just hear, I'm so scared. You hear a loud shriek. I'm so scared. Speak to me. Not to that. I listen for your words, great lady. Give me back the ability to lead us home. I ask for your glory so that I can protect these lands, and so forth, your pool of power. Grant me aid. As just his voice changes and grows deeper, and it like echoes across, and you hear it, Cepheus, from within your cell. You hear, grant me aid. And it echoes in that tree.
Grant him nothing, Ilmater.
And then beneath your feet, feel this like low rhythmic pulsing beneath the ground. You hear that man. She is at the precipice. Bring me the final one. The door opens. That blinding light as the bodies of two people, they start picking you up and dragging you out. The door shuts behind you. You just regain your composure a little bit, and you see ahead of you this still beautiful oval pool with everything else I described. It looks like glass. And you see at the other side of it, this man standing there with blood on his robes. These white and green robes that are trailing off into the water. He stands there with his arms outstretched, kind of looking up. Bring him to me. Now. And they start dragging you outward. As you guys are about halfway around the oval now, you see Cepheus, once he's been dragged to the pool's surface on the far end, not to the opposite end of this man, right? And they start bringing him around.
Towards us?
No, not towards you.
We're on the opposite. We're the opposite side of
You guys went around to your right.
Okay.
And where the tree was, it was on the other side of the pool and slightly offset to the left. And so they were walking him around that way. And so at this point, it's basically like, you know, two hands of a clock on opposite sides of each other going different directions.
We've done that before.
Are you guys backtracking or still going around that way?
What's going to be faster? Backtrack or keep going?
Well, it seems like you know where he's being taken. So
Yeah,
Backtrack's gonna be a lot faster. I'm turning around and heading back the other way.
With that, Cepheus, you see this man, and he looks over at you as you're being dragged towards him. Are you doing anything?
Ah, you're the evil one then.
Ah, evil, yes. If it is for the best of my people, I'm willing to do some evil.
What petty god needs human sacrifice?
She is no god.
But you don't disagree with the petty part, then?
At this point, you are like at his feet. At this point, you're at his feet now. And you guys are back to where you started, 200 feet away from where this is going on, at the tree. Because I'm assuming you don't want to rush in.
Hi, Levi from the editing room here. For those that don't remember, Edovarn, Titus, Ghibli, and Lumen are lagging behind Clonus, Venora, and Holic in making it to the lake. So they are about to have to climb up the hill to make it to the point where the other team had started circumnavigating the lake.
I'm about ready to yell and
Yeah.
run out.
I need you guys to make athletics checks to get up that hill.
Before he gets to the bad guy,
You were going to break out of the tree line and start running?
I don't want him to get to the main guy.
What did you guys roll? Your athletics.
21.
24.
23.
Incredible.
Amazing.
Are you guys going back to that starting point where you're directly behind the bad guy?
Yes.
As you guys get back to where you started, trying to trace your steps but stay hidden, as he's being pulled there, just as you guys are getting back, you see, but it was easier for them. Edovard, Titus, and Ghibli jump up from the edge of the hill, and they're on the flat part, right there, just as you guys get there, and you turn and Cepheus is within 10 feet of the guy.
I shoot an arrow.
You shoot an arrow?
It's my Aurora arrow. It's a disadvantage, but it can still hit.
Okay, so there's 4 guys and the big guy. Because the 2 that were at the tree brought him. He had 2 with him. So you shoot an Aurora arrow, make a spell attack roll.
I love it. That's what I'm talking about.
Yes.
Does she have advantage since we were in stealth?
Yes.
So straight roll.
Okay. I mean, actually, it's because it's a distance thing.
So straight roll, correct.
Straight roll. 18.
18?
Yeah.
Hits.
Okay, wait.
This is on the big guy?
Yes.
No.
Can I react if I see this guy get hit by an arrow?
Yeah, we'll get there in just a second.
Oh, then it's just
When
it's just 3 damage.
3 damage?
Yeah, but
Okay.
it just makes them
As
glow and there's a lot of
Cepheus,
light.
you are being dragged, like your head down. You just look up at this guy to see him looking at you, and he said what he said. Just as you're entering about 10 feet of this guy, he goes, "She will be greatly pleased. You will be a strong sacrifice. I'm actually pleased you're alive." And then you are dumped at his feet, and then you hear, "Gah!" Just as in the corner eye, you see this flash of rainbow light, like straight into his back. What are you yelling, Cornus?
Cepheus, we're here to rescue you.
How am I oriented when I'm dumped at his feet? Like, am I?
On your knees, with your hands behind your back tied and your feet tied.
But my head's facing him?
Yes.
I've full-on headbutt his crotch then.
Yes.
You can try, but it's going to be serious, like, disadvantage, because he's turned away from you slightly. He was looking to his left, and so you're rearing
Oh,
your
wait.
head back.
So
Hey,
he's to my side. That's what I was wondering.
You're to
so I'm
his
not
side.
facing him.
No, I'm sorry.
Oh.
You're facing him.
Then I'm just
but
going
he's
to
not facing
throw,
you.
like, all my weight into him.
Okay. With disadvantage, make an attack roll.
Get him.
Trip that food.
I'm just actually the attack. You're not proficient in this, so it's just your strength modifier.
10.
Okay. You throw yourself and you just fall on your side at his feet, looking up at it. And he looks down at you. And he whips around and sees the lot of you all standing there right at the tree line, just looking at him. All right, everybody roll initiatives.
Initiative.
Do we get
You want
advantage?
bad.
No. They know you're there.
nice.
Good. Noise.
It's a 2.
Sorry, Stitch not here anymore.
That would be good.
Okay, 20 to 25.
21. Nobody else?
15 to 20.
15.
Oh, I got 20, sorry. I thought it was 19. It was 20.
Or you juice 15?
15.
10 to 15.
14.
11.
Nobody else?
Oh, I never rolled initiative. My bad. 19.
Okay, Cornus and Titus, where you guys at?
2.
Cornus? Who's on first? Cornus or Titus?
I'll go.
All right.
3 turns of
Top of the round, Holik, you guys are 200 feet from the edge of that pool, so you can inform your decision what you're doing based on where those other guys are at if you need to, but where the edge of the pool is. Just so you guys know where Cepheus fell, it was in front of that guy who was at the edge of the pool, so he's partially in the water. Cepheus is. Okay, with that, Holik, you are up first. What are you doing?
I'm gonna go 30 feet and shoot with my short
So
bow.
just keep note how far forward you guys have gone.
Disadvantage with my short bow with
Okay.
the lightning arrow.
And you're shooting this at who?
Big bad man himself. 20 to hit.
20 to hit.
Yep.
Your arrow shoots straight for him, and this shield of energy appears just in front of him, and it fractures. You watch lightning.
Cool. All right. And then Vith sprints 80 feet.
So good. It is 80? Is that your turn?
Yep.
I'll do my best to keep track of how far you guys all go, but also try to keep track of yourself. Nora, go ahead.
And Titus and Edivard are right beside me right now, right? At
I
the
mean,
moment?
everybody's within 10 feet of each other.
I can do a
Okay.
second attack. I'm sorry.
Go, go, go,
I
go.
thought so. I just didn't know if commanding this to go 80 changed it.
No, it didn't. I'm sorry. And the other one is lower than 20, so it doesn't.
Nora, what are you doing?
I am clap my hands, see the stars, and connect Holik and Titus together.
Okay, Holik's 30 feet in front of you. Is that a problem?
Yeah, no.
Okay.
I can reach it.
You see this mote of energy at your chest, and then this slight trail of astral energy between you and the other one who has one as well. Is that your turn, Nora?
And then I see Edivard starting to sprint past me, and I touch his shoulder real quick while he runs and just say, "We're gonna catch up behind you. Go, go, go." and cast
Give
Bardic
inspiration?
Inspiration. Yeah.
Okay. So you give him what, a d6?
8.
D8, wow. Alright.
just
Do
level
you
it
move
up.
forward or do you stay where you're at?
I move forward 20 feet.
Very nice.
Well, is 20. Alright, next up is Cepheus. You on the ground, still bound, but like now on your side, looking up at this guy who's turned around from you. He's now facing away from you. You're partially in this water. You can feel a deep, rhythmic, like, echoing beneath the water.
I'm gonna try to like slug out of the water
Okay.
and start moving away.
In which direction? Just this direction?
Yeah, to his left out
Towards
here.
me. Okay,
Yeah.
so go ahead and make an athletics check. I'm gonna have your tied, so it's a disadvantage.
15.
Okay, what's your total speed? 30?
30, yeah.
Okay, I'll let you go 10 feet in a direction. Because you're just literally inchworming. Ending your turn?
Yep.
You want to dash as an action?
Oh, actually, yeah, dash.
Yeah,
So I
okay,
go-
so you go 2 more. I'll let you just do. You keep just staying so fast. Yeah, so you're just.
Doing
You
the
guys
roll.
see him like.
Go, Steve's go!
slugging along.
Yep. Ending Cepheus' turn. It's now the wizard. All right, he's got so many things. This is rough. All right. Could I have a magical effect thing, please? You watch him disappear. I'm putting that there because that's the last known location of him. He disappears.
Yikes.
He just turns invisible and he's gone.
Oh.
Inch.
Did you gotta? Wizards gotta do what a wizard's gotta do, man.
A wizard's gotta do.
What a wizard's gotta do.
A bucket of mice.
Bucket of bed.
A bucket of beds.
A book of apple.
A bucket of beppos. Edovard, your turn.
Yo.
Right, so a bucket of bed.
I'm gonna run
Away.
towards them. I'm gonna cast Expeditious Retreat as a bonus action, which, as a part of casting it, allows me to dash. So I'll run an additional 30, and then I will dash with my action to run 90.
So you've got 90 feet.
I've got 90 feet.
10 feet ahead of this.
I'm gonna hand a vial to Soap of oil.
And a vial of soap, vial.
I hand some soap to oil and pass my turn.
Okay.
I had to hand the soap to oil.
Ending Edovard's turn, we're now at Lumen. 200 feet away, what are you doing?
I guess I can't really do anything except fly as close as I can.
Dash.
So 60 feet?
Dash
60.
Your normal fly speed is 30?
30, yeah.
Okay, so you fly 60 feet ahead. No bonus actions?
Nope.
Okay, ending Lumen's turn, it is now some of the elves. The two that are not the bowmen.
Oh.
What's up?
No, I just had an idea.
Okay. Well, keep it to yourself.
I tried.
I tried so hard.
I try so hard, but got so far. But in the end, it doesn't even matter.
Clip that.
You know, one guy is right in range of these guys' crossbows.
No, that's not okay.
But crossbows have rules. You only fire them once per turn. So, these guys fire hand crossbows at Edward.
Huraka-chow.
Chow.
Catch, catch.
Catch a catch.
Catch, 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 catch.
Ooh! One definitely hits. The other one, I think, misses. What's your AC? Oh, it's very close, but it misses. So, one hand crossbow.
It's very good.
It's very close.
It's very close, but it
The wizard went after me, right? Yes.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
So, Edovard, you take a hit. It just grazes past your leg and cuts in for 7 piercing damage, Edovard.
Good.
Ending their turn. Ghibli.
I cast no spells and I dash.
Okay. For what, 50 feet?
Yes.
Is that all?
Yes.
He's trying.
Dragging your rapier behind you.
Okay.
So cool. Titus.
I dash for 60 on my turn.
You're not that cool.
Dragging your awesome hammer behind you. Clonus. Wait, Clonus, you had a 2, didn't you?
Yeah. So did I, technically.
Oh, you did?
Yeah.
Well, it wouldn't have changed things. These guys they rolled a 1, but they have a modifier that brings it to a 3. So these guys, actually, no, they have a higher modifier. It'd be like a 5 because they're archers. They step on either side of where they thought that guy was. So just put him on the other side right there. He runs in front as if the guy's there. He's not sure, but you see him run in front. He doesn't run through where the guy was. And then they turn and they'll loosen 2 arrows each at Edelgard. Don't. One definitely hits. One definitely misses. One definitely hits. One
Misses?
misses. So 2 hits. Oh. 10 piercing damage. That's 2 arrows just past your hip on either side, cut into you, piercing through some of those bandages. Now, Clonus, your turn. Sorry. Closest.
Clonus wishes he had his steed and dashes 50 feet, and then ends his turn.
You can high five Ghibli.
Hey, Gibby!
You're right beside each other.
Sorry, Ghibli.
Dwarf. All right, dwarf. Holik.
We're doing a 50-yard sprint together.
Yeah.
Ice.
You're literally in unison. Just
I sprint 60 feet. Leapfrogging
so you're 90
past
feet now.
Titus. Yep. And
Right next. You're catching up to Edelgard.
and Vith goes another 80, so 160.
Okay, so Vith is 40 feet away. I don't think there's enough squares on there quite yet to do that. But ending Holik's turn, Venora, and then Cepheus right next. What are you doing, Venora?
Shoot an arrow, disadvantage.
At who?
That's a good point. Can't see wizard. Can I hold?
Wizard. Sure.
It doesn't actually matter because I rolled. I was probably.
Hmm?
I got a 14. Or do I roll after?
You would have, but you did already
Yeah,
roll.
fire.
Do you want to fire on somebody else?
No.
Okay. So you
I'll
just
just
fired
do
where you
my
saw where he was?
Yeah.
Okay. It goes through.
Dun. Dun, dun.
Are you running?
Yeah. 20.
20 feet? Can you only move 20?
Yeah.
Oh, your sickness.
I'm
The
lame.
wasting sickness of death.
You're just like hobbling forward.
With my little stick.
Still hurts. Cephas and then Wizard.
I dash.
What?
You're still crawling away?
I go super worm.
Okay, I need you to make an athletics check again then.
Oh, okay.
Away from the
It's
water.
disadvantage.
Diagonal away from the water.
16.
Okay, you can go 10 feet again, so 20 feet total.
Oh, wait.
All right, if you're dashing.
Yep.
It's the wizard. The wizard.
He is the fastest snail I've ever known.
A bolt of icy energy shoots straight for Edelvard.
Dude, the heck?
You ran too fast. You're too good at running.
Hits. You're the farthest ahead, aren't you? Oh no, you're not. Vith is.
Yeah, Vith is.
So
all
it's whoever's the farthest ahead, it would go for Vith. Still hits. That's 14 ice damage.
14?
Slowed by 10 feet. All right. So for a moment, there was just this icy blast from this invisible spot, and then you still don't see him. Ending his turn, Edelvard.
Right.
Then Lumen.
Super confounding. How far away am I in feet? I was 150 away from them or 200?
From what?
From them I was 200 or 150?
So 200 feet was the beginning. You went 90 feet, so you were 110 feet from the edge of the lake water.
Brilliant. Yes, brilliant. So I'll dash 60 with my bonus action.
Bring you to 150 feet, so you're 50 feet from the edge, but whatever else, you're like,
I'm going straight to Cepheus.
Cepheus. 150 feet forward, so you're 50 feet. You could go, so that's, okay, yes, you still have your action.
Yeah,
You're
yeah.
not using that.
Not if I don't have to.
Okay, well, you're not going to get to Cepheus. with
Okay,
that.
I'll dash.
Okay.
Action.
You were going straight, then you veered off, right?
Always going towards Cepheus. So, I mean, yeah, because Cepheus was crawling, so he would
Okay,
have been
so you're
there,
by him.
but-
Then. We'll just say you're by him. If you're on the map now, we don't really need to track your distance anymore.
Yeah, action surge, try to cut up his bindings.
So you pull out a knife. I will say action gives you 2 attacks, right?
Dagger, no, 1 attack.
Oh, okay. Then you rush forward. You can cut hands or feet.
Feet?
feet. All right, make an attack roll against that rope.
Woo!
It's elven rope. It's
Check this out. I'm gonna cast Green Flame Blade on the rope.
oh, you've got burns already.
You'll be all right. 15.
Hit hits.
Woo! Hit the rope. Jeez, D8. Okay, I don't have a D8. It's from my hand. 1 damage plus 4 is 5. That plus Green Flame Blade is another 6. 11.
The ropes burn and wither away at your feet. Your feet are now open.
Give him a sword.
Cepheus takes 4 fire damage.
Oh, really? Yeah. See if you take 4 fire damage. Your feet burn. All right, ending your turn, Edvard. Lumen.
I'm gonna drop prone.
Oh, interesting.
Oh wait, that's the actual distance between us?
Uh-huh.
I'm gonna stay standing.
How far am I away from anyone?
You are 140 feet from there, so 130 feet from those closest guys.
And that's after going 60 feet?
No, if you go another 60 feet.
No, from going
Yes,
60.
the initial
Okay.
60, yes. You want to go 30, your base will put you 100 feet from the closest guy. If you go your base movement speed, don't spend an action to do it.
Of the bad guys, not your people.
Yeah, the bad guys. Do you want to go 30 feet?
And how far will I be from them?
From the closest bad guy, one of those 2 guys in the front, not the invisible guy, you'll be 100 feet.
Okay.
Do you want to do that?
Yeah, I'll do that.
So you're 90 feet. You've run 90 feet. Those guys are 10 feet away from the edge, so you're 100 feet away from them. What are you doing? You got your action, or you can dash and be 100, maybe 70 feet away from them.
I'll just fly up more.
You're gonna fly up?
Yeah.
30 feet up?
Yeah.
Remember, you're 30 feet up.
Yeah.
And does any of this look familiar that I've might have researched? That's crazy.
Like the area?
No, I meant like the whatever they're doing here.
I'll let you make a history or religion check. If you heard a name,
Try to close like a claw machine.
I'll say religion.
okay. What's the total?
Yeah, that would help, huh? 16 plus 9.
Wow.
This whisper is brought to you by
Christian Influence Ministries. If you want to be more involved and find out what we're doing to bring Christ to the internet and for him to invade the internet, go check out discord.gg/Christian Influence.
All right, ending your turn?
All right.
These guys and then Ghibli. So, now seeing they reload their crossbows and they turn following where Edvard went. One of them's going to shoot at Vith. 7 piercing damage to Vith.
Okay.
Still up?
Yep.
The other one shoots Vith. Critical fail.
Woo!
Just off.
Shoot this right in the back of the head.
Yeah, he's shooting this way and just... I want this thing. Oh! Good safety.
Friendly fire.
Okay, ending their turn. Where are we at? Ghibli and then the archers.
I dash 50
You're
feet.
still dash 50? All right.
Enter.
Okay, the archers will step forward, so they're 2 squares ahead towards those other guys firing. And then the archers will fire at, one will fire at Vith once, so they can finish Vith off. And hits. That's 4 damage.
Okay.
The other one will also fire at Vith. That is a
He's got 17 AC.
miss. The other one will fire again at Vith.
Let's go, Viv.
That's a hit.
Thank you, Vith.
That's 10 piercing.
Yikes.
Okay, now he's
Vith. The other one will turn
Ice.
and fire at
He would have been able to attack next
Ghibli.
He was a good, beanbag.
It's close. That is a hit. 4 piercing damage, Ghibli. Cuts past your leg. Okay.
Healing.
Ending their turn, Titus and Clonus.
I will dash 60 feet.
120 total now.
I will go big, so I draw attention to myself. I will also carry flail and shield, so my AC is 19.
Okay, good to know.
That ends my turn.
All right, ending Titus's turn, Clonus, and then Holik.
Clonus is going to grab out a javelin and do a javelin throw, like an Olympic javelin throw, while he runs 10 feet, and then just makes it inside the range, and then goes a little bit closer. So he does his 25 movement. Yeah, full 25, so I'm at 75 now. And then I'm going to throw a javelin at a archer.
Okay, those archers from you right now are 115 feet.
Yeah.
So I believe with disadvantage, you're just inside that range, huh?
120. 120 is my disadvantage range.
But you can do 2 of these.
Here we go. That is not going to be good. How about a 11?
That misses. One of them just...
Okay, and then we're gonna throw another one. That's even worse. That's a 10.
Sorry, man.
Okay.
And your turn?
That is my turn.
Holik and the menorah.
I sprint 60 feet. So I'm at 150. And
That's your turn?
yeah, that's my turn.
All right, menorah, then Cepheus.
And Wizard Man is gone,
He
right?
disappeared. You saw a flash. You have a good passive perception. You saw a flash of ice energy where I put that, where I moved him to. You don't know if he's still there. He might be.
Yeah.
Are you going to move your 20 again?
Yes.
Okay, so still hobbling forward.
Hobble, hobble. I am just going to hit one of the longbows are shooting twice per turn, right? I'm gonna hit one of them.
Okay.
Or try.
So you're 130 feet from those guys.
I
You
got
miss?
it. Yeah.
Sorry.
It's okay.
Cephas and then the wizard. Cephas, your legs are free.
I stand up
Okay, yeah.
and I give
So half the
myself
movement.
10
Okay.
hit points with lay on hands.
Edward standing in front of you with this slightly still flaming dagger.
And I will cast Shield of Faith on.
Does that have
Well, let's see what it has. Yeah, hold on.
components for your hands?
Semantic.
Yeah, VSM.
Sorry. So your hands are tied behind you still, so you could not cast
No,
that.
that's fine.
And he needs his holy symbol.
No, but I will give
They left
myself
your holy
10 hit
symbol.
points.
Oh, they did? Okay.
Ooh, class.
10 hit points?
Yep, and then I
They didn't
will
recognize it.
recognize what? Should be.
He said, you need your holy symbol. They took it from you. I said, no, they left that. They didn't recognize it.
Rude.
Would you rather it be gone?
Nope. I like that. And then I'm going to. Honestly, I'm just gonna move like.
You've got 15 feet left.
Yeah, I'm gonna just move like right here.
Okay, so just on the other side of Edovard.
Yeah.
You've got a bonus action. You doing anything with it? No? Okay. Ending Cephas' turn, it is now the wizard. He has people in different spots now. Edovard, you're what, you said you were 180?
Roughly, 185.
For a brief flash, there are these shooting like bolts of arcane energy from that space. And they split between Edovard and Cepheus, all automatically hitting.
I'm sorry, what?
Magic.
Magic missile.
6 force damage to each of you.
Wait.
Ending his turn, Edovard Lumen.
Let's
He's
go.
close to you when that blast came off.
I'm gonna cut his hand ties with my dagger.
For your action?
Yeah.
Alright. With that, he slips behind you and go ahead and roll the attack.
I'm gonna do Flame Blade again. 16.
Definitely hits.
3, 1, 4, 5, 8 fire damage. 8 fire damage, 4 to you, Cephas.
Yeah, you cut right through it. Burn it up.
Let's go. I can move 60. And I'm gonna try and pull him, but I won't move any further than he can.
Okay, so on his turn, are you going to dash on your turn if you move with him?
I'll move with him. Yeah.
Okay, so you guys can both go 60. So we'll just move both of you right now. I'll let him take his movement on this turn to go with you. Where are you moving?
Directly back towards the party.
That should put him near me, right?
Yeah, but you guys are way over there.
85 this way.
Yes, but 40 feet away from everybody else laterally.
I'm just gonna whisper in Cephas' ear, are we killing these people, or are we leaving?
Do you want to let the evil stay?
How evil?
That's it.
Yeah.
Lumen and then the enemies. What are you doing, Lummy?
Am I the only one in front lines now?
No, there's tons of people in front of you. Well, yeah. Ghibli is 100 feet, so he's 10 feet ahead of you, but you're up in the air anyway. And then Holik is 60 feet ahead of you. Titus is 30 feet ahead of you. You're like in the middle of the group, but 30 feet in the air.
I'll hold the dead if anyone gets close enough.
What's the range up with that?
60.
30 feet in the air.
So would that be 30 feet closer?
So
to
we
me?
have to be 30 feet from you.
I could fly down 15.
Okay, you're gonna fly down 15.
Yeah.
All right, sounds
Because
good.
then it won't be as bad if I fall too.
Yeah, that's a good point. All right, ending your turn.
Yeah.
All right, the guys with the crossbows, they will. Who's the closest? Bullock.
Could I see anything different in the water from up there? Like, could I see anything? Shape, shadows, or anything?
What's your passive perception?
Passive perception 17.
17. You see just beneath the water. It looks like you're looking through glass. There is just a shadowy mass beneath it, in the center of it, about 20 feet by 20 feet wide.
Organic, something alive.
Seems to be moving.
Okay.
All right.
Cool.
You guys growing closer. They take 2 steps back, pop their crossbows, both at Holic. Awful and a hit. Okay. 6 piercing damage, Holic. Ending their turn, Ghibli, and then the other end, Bowman.
Okay, so I've ran 100 feet so far. How far am I still from the enemy elves?
You're 100 feet from those 2 that I just moved, and you're 90 feet from the 2 in front of them.
The 2 in front.
Sorry.
I think I'm just going to keep keep dashing.
Okay, so you're 150 feet. But next round, with your dash, you'll be up on them.
Okay.
Without a dash, you'll be like 15 feet away from them.
Okay.
Fire.
Sounds good. So that'll be it for my turn.
Okay, cool. Ending Ghibli's turn. Now the bowmen. They also, not exactly knowing where to go, as people just, now they don't know where their guy is. They're just like, they step forward, guy's still gone. You guys are still running straight for him. They're going to, Larry. Go out this way, try to spread things out a little bit. And they're going to fire on Oleg. Closest. Well, let's see. First 2 shots coming towards Holic. Let's see how that goes. Natural 20 and a hit.
That's not okay.
Super sorry, bro. Okay. 14 piercing damage from that natural 20. As it just slices past your leg. And then the hit is terrible. 4. So 18 total piercing damage. 2 shots coming at you, Titus.
Okay.
Natural 20 and a hit. Literally just 2 better on the hit this time. Super sorry about that. 20 piercing damage from the natural 20 as it just slashes past your neck, and then the hit is 4. Just like the last one. So 24 to you. Wow. That was incredible. So all of those, just each of them in perfect unison. The one on the left and the one on the right, shoot a Holic, and then shoot at Titus. Both. All right, ending their turn, it is now Titus and Clonus.
So with
Titus,
them
you're
moving
big.
backwards, I should only have to move like 20 feet to get near.
So Titus, you're right now at 120 feet.
But to get near Edivard and Cepheus.
So Titus, within 30 feet, you can get to them, sure.
Okay. I would like to. Can I use my free action to hand Cepheus a weapon?
Sure.
Hand him the Silver Eagle hammer.
Back in the game.
Okay, so you get this 2-handed hammer.
And then, I still have my action. I will shoot my longbow twice at an archer.
Okay, the archer is closest, I'm assuming, over
Yes.
here.
So one is an 18 and one is a 22.
Both hit.
Okay.
Nice.
1d8 plus 1. 9 damage.
9 total?
Yes. Bonus action, second wind.
Okay. All right, Clonus and then Holic.
Clonus dashes.
You're dashing this time?
Yeah.
Because you're 125 feet is your total distance you've gone, which means the closest enemies to you are now 75 feet away.
Okay, and then I'm relative to them. Have I passed them already?
You have now passed them by 20 feet, at least that direction, but they're also quite a ways this way, so you're like 45 feet away from them.
Okay. I want to just cover their retreat as they get out. And so I'm going to start. I'm actually not going to dash all the way forward. I'm going to be cut up.
So you want to hold your action to run behind them when they pass you?
Yep.
All right.
To stay with them.
Sounds good. All right. Ending Clonus is, so Holic and the Menorah.
So I'm at the head of the pack by quite a bit.
Yes, you're the head of the pack with Ghibli. Both of you are exactly 150 feet. You're standing right next to each other.
Okay, I am going to. I'm going to summon Vith.
Okay.
30 feet ahead of me.
Okay.
And bonus action, gonna order him to attack one of the archers.
Okay. Okay, that's the one that has not been attacked yet.
Oh, have one of them been attacked?
The one closest to me. Got 2 shots from... Okay.
And I'll go there. Probably misses with an 8.
Misses.
I'm gonna go up 30 and then go prone.
Go forward 30?
Yeah. So I'm at 180.
So when you go prone, so you're on the map, you're where you summoned him, and then on the ground.
Tripped. Sympathy.
Beautiful. Venora and then Cepheus. Cepheus, you're on deck.
Are Cepheus and Edivard running straight towards me, or are they off to the side of it?
They're off to the side of it. They're not directly in front of you, but they're running at you.
Run diagonally.
Hmm?
Run diagonally.
Start going towards them?
Yeah. 17? Yeah.
What are you doing?
I'm hitting the same archer that...
You're shooting that archer?
Yeah.
17 to hit?
Yeah.
Hits.
Yes. 2.
2?
Yep.
All right. This little aurora arrow and these lights kind of sparkling off of them. Ending your turn?
Yes.
Cepheus. And then the wizard.
Okay. I will cast Branding Smite.
Whoa. On the hammer, right?
On the hammer.
Okay, so this big symbol of Ilmater on one end of it, just glowing bright red.
And
means your next attack, right?
Right.
Up to a minute.
Up to a minute. Okay, I'll move near, like, in terms of closeness to the people in front of us, I'll move to where Ghibli's at. And I'm going to hold in action for...
You're going to move 30 feet towards the pool?
Yeah.
Okay. So that's going to put you at 135 feet from the pool.
Does that put me near
You're
Ghibli?
15 from Ghibli.
Okay.
15 from Ghibli, and then some lateral movement.
And just
so really, you're
side.
like 25 from Ghibli.
Okay. I'm holding an action.
Holding action?
Yeah.
So you an attack or
An attack.
okay? If something comes near you, ending Cepheus' turn. It's now the wizard. Right beside you, Oleg, just over you, you see arcane blasts of energy. It's still invisible, and they rush towards his own guys.
What?
Okay. So this one explodes into the archer that's already been dealt a bunch of damage, crashing into him and blowing him back dead into the water.
Yep.
3 more magic missiles now go to the other guy. That guy, not quite dead. Just, what? He's hurt. And he like steps back into the water as he takes these 3 hits. Very hurt.
I have blind sight
Okay.
within 10 feet of me.
Okay.
So unless he does a stealth check,
He's gone. He's not there.
okay, then can I make an opportunity attack when
Sure.
he leaves?
Yep.
Oh, but I have disadvantage from being prone.
Yes. Yeah, that's true.
16 to hit?
Hell shield.
Okay.
Sorry. So there's just this, you see as you're like, you know he's right there, and you're going to dig down into his calf, and then there's just, and it just, your sword bounces right off.
Was he in range for me at all? Even though
You don't, I mean, what's the range of Total Dead?
He's invisible.
He's invisible though.
60,
What's your passive perception?
17.
17? But you can't target a creature you can't see with a
Yeah,
spell like
you have
that.
to
You would,
see
if it was something that you were shooting, I would allow it, but with Total Dead you have to see him. So even though you saw like where he might be for that brief moment, it wouldn't work.
Okay.
You can abandon it and use a different action though. When you're holding an action, you can abandon it. So if you have like something
Light
that's
crossbow?
huh?
Light crossbow?
Sure. So you're like ready, then you try and shoot it right there where you saw
Right
it for
where
a
the spot
second.
was, yeah.
Sure. So you have
Since I
disadvantage
can't
on it.
target him, I can target the
You have
area.
disadvantage. Go ahead and shoot it.
Cool.
So you're like holding this, waiting, and then you're like, "This isn't gonna work." Quick draw.
9?
No.
Do I add something to that?
Yeah, but there's no way you have plus 12. All right, ending his turn, Edivard and then Lumen. With that one falls back and he's like floating there in the water, just dead, and immediately starts just drifting off towards the center. The bad guy, you just hear this discordant laughing near Holik for just a moment as he moves away.
We're fighting.
we can run.
All right. I'm going to put a silent image, make it look like the ground, and a 15 by 15 foot cube, like a hill, just springs up around me.
Like literally a circle around you? Cool.
And it can get you in there too.
Well, actually, sorry, I'm not near you.
You move
more than towards
Yeah, I'm 30 feet away from you.
30 feet, not 15.
Sorry, man.
My bad. No, you're right. You're right. I can move 15 feet towards him. It's fine. Yeah.
Are you running towards him?
Yeah, I run towards Cepheus. I grab Cepheus' arm and I say, "We're leaving. Consider your allies." And I'm gonna spring up that silent image, so it looks like the ground just.
Between you and the enemies?
Yeah.
Okay. Right now, do you want to run with them?
Yes.
Move over to them. You guys will be running in a unit.
Perfect.
You're gonna be slower, but
It's fine.
okay.
Pull up the rear a little bit.
All right. Actually, if you stay 10 feet ahead of them when they run 60 feet next turn,
That's fine.
you'll be right next to them.
Perfect.
All right. Ending your turn out of Vard?
Yeah.
Okay. Lumen and then the other bad guys.
Do I hear that at all?
Here, Edovard, do you yell it? Or you just
Yeah.
say it's Cephas?
I yell it.
You say, "We're leaving, consider your allies."
I'll just hold my action to dash. Is that?
You're going to hold it to dash?
Yeah.
Do you want to move it all first so you can move more, or do you want to just wait so you can go move 30 feet in a specific scenario?
Just waiting for everybody else to move.
Yeah, because I don't know
Is it
exactly
over?
where we're going, so
Okay.
I'm just basically just waiting to book it.
Okay. Ending Lumen's turn. The two guys frantically looking back at what?
Can I change my action and
Sure.
run past him? I'm gonna go try to get
Bullock?
Philip.
Okay. Use your action to go 25 feet, which means that puts you 150 feet. You're right next to Ghibli. Okay. So right next to Ghibli. For a second, we will be. Okay, so you two are at the very front, essentially, except for Holik, who is only 30 feet ahead of you. Okay.
Get out of here.
All right, yeah, so he runs up beside you and says that. We're
We
getting
need to get out of here.
Ending. Whose turn was that? Lumen's. The two guys, what's going on? They're going to, one of them like steps back into the water, he like slips back, and then he's going to step back forward. Have them roll wisdom saves. Okay, one of them stays, one of them runs. Provoking an opportunity attack from Vith if he wants to take it. This guy hasn't taken any damage yet.
I'll let him run if he's running away.
Okay, the other guy stays. He will rush forward to above Holik. Go ahead and set him above Holik, please. He will take 2 attacks. Pulls out a short sword from behind his back. He swings to advantage. Natural 20 on the first one. Sorry. Oh, that's explosion. That's another one. All right. He stabs into you for 17 piercing damage. All right. With that, he attacks again with his second attack. He hits. So
Do death save.
Yeah.
Fails.
So this guy runs up, stabs into Holik, and then starts to lift him up and just
This
cuts
is
deep
one
into him.
round difference.
Ending their turn. One of them ran, one of them runs up, and he
Can I
goes,
dash into him?
as he does that, he just says, "No, we're finishing what Helen started." What?
Can I dash into him? Since we're not running now?
Hang on, you're plus 15 feet in the air. You won't make it there, but you want to try and dash into that guy?
Yeah.
You'll get close, but you're not going to get to him. So you're going to be at the ground, but you're going to be
If anything,
70
it'll-
feet away.
If anything, it'll stop him from turning into another Venora being just...
Perhaps, yeah. You're
rudely-
still going to be 70 feet away from this guy.
Oh.
Because
I
you're
thought
only
it was way
90
closer.
feet. Holik was 100 feet ahead.
Yeah, I forgot it.
180 feet ahead, excuse me. So, you want to go that direction?
Might as well
I
help him.
mean, someone has to get him.
Okay. So I'll just say you move 30 feet straight. So you're at 120 feet, 60 feet away, and 15 feet in the air.
Okay.
Okay. That's fine though. So you abandon what you were holding, waiting for you to see that happen, and you just start flying that direction towards Holik. And whose turn was it? That was these guys. Sorry, Ghibli, and then the bowman.
All right. So, whatchamacallit, I would see. Wait, would the silent visage prevent me from seeing what's happened to Holik while he got hit?
No, that was just around Cepheus and Edovard, and actually, yeah. So you're behind Holik. You were 30 feet behind him.
All right then, I'm going to whatchamacallit. So 30. So I would just barely make it to him. Then just right there.
Be 100. You'd be literally in the square behind him. Yeah.
All right then, and the enemy should be right there. So
Right next to him.
I'm going to take attacks on the
All
enemy.
right. Put Ghibli in the square behind Holik.
Get him.
19 plus,
It's
and I am going to make that. I'm going to make that a maneuvering attack, and I'm going to get Lumen, just help me, Lumen. So you get 15 extra movement, but you have to use your reaction.
you have to do it right now.
Yeah,
He just used his reaction for his held action.
correct.
You can give it to somebody else if you'd like.
Who's the next person? Closest person to me?
Clonus is 25 feet behind you.
I'm calling you Clonus. No man left behind. Help me.
Okay. Do you want to use your reaction to move 15 feet?
Yes.
Okay. You're 165 feet now.
And that's piercing attack is going.
That's great. That's best used on the dwarf too, who like you has very little movement.
Yes.
Do we hear this?
You know left behind? Yeah.
So then that's going to be deal a total of 13 damage piercing.
On that first hit, right?
Yes.
Nice.
Okay.
And then I'll attack again.
Okay.
Natty 20.
Ice.
Ice.
This shoots ice, so that's your die doubled, and I'm assuming
2d6.
And 2d6.
2d6 ice.
2d8, 2d6.
2d8, 2d6. All right, sounds good.
Yeah.
All right, 15. So that's 15 cold damage, and then piercing is going to be 8. So 12 more piercing.
And what was the other one?
So 13 piercing, 15 cold damage.
Whoa! 28 total?
Yes.
Dude, you iced that guy.
Whoa. Kill it.
Yeah.
All right, how you go? You run up the first one slash, and what's that second one like?
And the other one is just going to be just completely just cutting him in half. Just.
All right, as close as you can, you cut, and this ice just, and then you watch him just fall back.
He falls in 2 pieces of ice.
Almost. The back of him didn't, so he just falls. But finish it. All right, and your turn, Ghibli.
Yeah.
It is now the bowman, the one that's remaining. The other bowman gets moved, floats out towards the center.
No.
Okay, Ghibli, 2 shots coming at you.
All right.
Actually, no, that guy's going to be like, what the heck is going on? Did my boss betray me? Let's see if he stays. He stays. 2 shots on you, Ghibli.
So he's still having the existential crisis, but he does shoot you.
Yeah, he's like, did my guy? I know what I got to do. 1 hits, 1 misses.
Okay.
I know what I gotta do.
What are they going to do? That's 5 piercing damage.
Take the shot, look at him, and I put my finger.
He's like, he steps back.
Into the water, dies.
All right, ending their turn. Titus and the Clonus.
Can I see any bad guys?
Yeah. You should be able to see them all except for the wizard.
The one
You
left
don't
standing.
have the wall in front of you. It's just in front of Edward and
That's all I wanted to know.
You're just far away from them all.
If I hold an action for when I say I want to see, if I see the invisible guy, do I get both arrow attacks or just one?
You get whatever your action would.
I will hold my arrows for if I see Big Bad unveil himself.
Okay. Ending your turn, Clonus, and then Holik.
I'm gonna move 15 feet closer. I should get right up on Holik.
That should put you at 180. Yep, you're going to be next to Holik.
Perfectamo. And I kneel down really fast and I put my hand upon his chest and I say, "We still have great stories to tell, my friend." And I dump 25 lay on hands into him.
Jeez, okay.
And then as a bonus action, I'm gonna cast Shield of Faith on him.
Are you going to move or stay there?
Can I use my 10 feet to help him stand up? I don't think that's possible. If it's not, I'm gonna stand next to him. If
I'll let you use your 10 feet to stand him up. If you want to, he'll allow it. You want to stand up?
Yeah.
All right, you lift him to his feet.
we have everything we need. Let's just leave.
Run.
All right, Holik, it's you.
Gonna use a action for healing hands.
Okay.
10 healing.
That's good.
And yell to Vic to take him out.
About the bowman.
Yeah. 18 to hit.
Hits. Minimum damage will kill him.
It was minimum damage.
It's a 4.
Yep.
Yeah. Chomps him in the leg. He falls to the ground.
And pulls him forward away from the water when he hits him. Yeah.
So he just falls in the space he's in, but not in the water.
Yeah.
It just goes in the water.
And I'll go 30 towards the party.
Got it. Ending Holik's turn, Venora, and then Cepheus.
I am going to move towards.
This move?
Fifth useful move.
Right, okay. Oh, but moved away from the body, right?
Yes.
Okay, go ahead.
Which direction does it look like we're running towards?
The way you came from, it seems, I'm guessing. I mean, everybody that's ran up and grabbed Holik now turned right around and is running back towards you.
Perfect. Which way, if we ran off this hill, gets us not going through town, but also towards the other town?
I mean, it's either no matter what, you're going to be running through their village. Unless you run straight this way for like a few 500 feet, and then start running down. You could go that way, maybe 500 to 700 feet straight this way, like, parallel to the pond, and down the hill from that side, and then run back. You will completely avoid the village, but if you want to go through the village, but just be going the straightest shot towards town, it's going to be like essentially what is southeast.
We should avoid the valley.
Away from you.
Avoid the city, the town?
Yeah.
Yes. I start running that way.
Just straight this way?
Yeah, but kind of backpedally, so I can I use my can I hold my action to try to shoot if he appears?
Sure, but you are running straight this way, or
Yeah.
are you also backpedaling out?
No, I meant
You just mean like you're watching.
Yeah.
Okay. I was like,
No.
okay, sound good. You're watching for him. If you see him, you're gonna loose an arrow.
Yes.
Ending Venora's turn, Cepheus, and then the wizard.
So I see nothing right now, but I did hear "No Man Left Behind."
They can't see us. It's entirely fake. You can see out, you just can't see us.
Okay, so I see Holik as.
Yeah, just
risen, and also you would have
clutching
seen
my
Holik.
back.
You would have seen Holik because he ran way past you. Yeah. So
Swan dived.
holding my back. Yeah.
I need my sword.
Yikes. I forgot about that.
all of your stuff is in town.
Let's go through town, just not here.
Where is it? I will move back towards Holik.
Okay, you're running straight back. Sounds good.
Okay.
It is now the wizard. The wizard. Okay, Venora, your passive perception is what?
19, 18, something.
Sorry, 19?
Yeah.
You don't see any explosion or anything like that to make him appear, but with your passive perception, you notice the body right by the pool roll into the pool.
Where?
On its own. Which of these squares are you firing for? It could be at any of those if he's pushing it.
Middle. Like if he was
This one?
pushing it, yeah.
Okay, roll with disadvantage. Body's in the pool.
Fail.
All right. Just
19 and 1.
oh, that's a bummer.
Can I also try if I saw her shoot there?
What's your passive perception?
14.
I mean, you saw
just
it
get
and
one.
not hit it.
Go for one of them. Cool. So the time it would take you to fire one, you're like watching where her arrow went.
2 19s. So 23 total.
You hit with one.
Yes!
Okay.
So just the arrow just disappears into something. And you hear first damage he's taking.
I also invoke a rune. Alright, so it's 8 piercing damage, and then fiery shackles come out from the ground. He has to make a strength saving throw.
He's a wizard.
And he takes 11 fire damage.
Yes!
Oh.
I know, he is a wizard. Could kill him.
Oh.
He's strong wizard.
No, but he did well. 16 minus 1, so 15.
He succeeds.
Oh my gosh.
I'm sorry. But you did an insane amount of damage to him.
And
That's the first damage you dealt, and you did 19 damage.
Does he need to make a concentration check?
He does, for greater invisibility.
Oh, yeah.
Oh.
He appears.
Yes!
The guy.
Very cool. He just, you see he's burning, where there's this arrow just stuck right in his side. He looks right over at you.
That worked out very well. That was a good reaction.
Good reaction.
All right. but he will look at you and say, "It's done. I know it. And if I must cast myself in, I will."
Oh gosh.
I believe
Right.
I believe him.
How many feet am I away from the wizard?
We're like 80 feet away.
Okay.
Because see, this is 130. See, this is 70 feet from the pool, and you're over that way a little bit. So I'm just gonna say conservatively 80 feet.
Yeah. I'll just make my way back to the group.
Okay.
Dash. Or no, I'll
Which
just go
way?
30 feet.
Are you going the Venora way or the Cepheus way?
He's headed to town.
Yeah,
I'm headed
which
away
is-
from
Yeah,
town.
you got which is straight back
Yeah.
from where you guys came. She's going, so they're going down. She's going to the right.
Let's go down.
You start going down, ending Edovard's turn.
I'll move 30 feet and then use my action to move the illusion back over top us.
Oh, that can move. Wow. Lumen and then the bowmen are dead. No, it's not the bowman. It's the other guy. Who died? Yeah, it's the guy that's running though. Go ahead, Lumen. What are you doing?
Oh, okay. How far is the wizard from me?
80 feet.
I'll just try to catch some of the grass on fire. And then
Where?
get down on the ground. And
Okay,
then,
you fly down 15 feet. You're on the ground. You've got
Yeah.
15 feet of movement left.
And then I will use my cantrip to try to... It's up 30 feet away from us, as far that way
Okay.
as possible. So just
Sure.
more distractions for later
So you
on.
light a
hopefully.
small fire 30 feet between you and him. So it's like 30 feet from him, we'll say. 40 feet
Okay.
from him, I mean. All right. It's now this guy who's running. Okay. He stops running. Turns. Fires a crossbow shot at Ghibli.
Well, he's not done, huh?
He hits. 3 damage. It like bounces off your rapier. You're like holding it at your side for a second, and then just goes slightly into your leg.
Was that a bee?
Ending his turn. Ghibli, you.
Deals 3 damage.
Well, 3 things. One, I quickly look behind me, see him, was like,
He's like holding his crossbow.
and I just raised my arms like, really? And second, I look back at the wizard. But third, I think back about Cepheus. It's like, Ghibli doesn't know like much of connection between the Cepheus and I guess this wizard dude. So he's just gonna run back towards Cepheus and retreat with everyone else.
Okay. So you're gonna dash?
Yeah.
Alright. So you're 130 feet from the tree line. Dashing straight backwards. You can take Clonus off that. I mean, Ghibli, excuse me. Alright, now it's the bowmen who are both dead. But that one bowman disappears underneath, but there's just no ripple in the water, and the other bowman takes his place. So go ahead and remove the one that's close, please. Yep, thank you. Titus, and then Clonus.
I will also retreat.
Okay. So you go what? How many feet?
60.
60? Alright. 60 feet from the tree line. Clonus?
Who's the closest between me and the tree line?
But yeah, closest to you then would be Hulk.
Clonus is gonna run back. He's gonna run back.
Okay, you start running. Ending Clonus' turn. Hulk, are you running?
He's dashing. I'm gonna shoot 2 arrows and
We don't have time for this.
I can still go farther than you are right now. 24, and the other is 11. Yeah.
The 24 hits.
And Vith is gonna ice it. 4 piercing and 6 ice.
So he stumbles back. His ice just bursts out from his stomach.
And I'm gonna go 30 and order Vith to attack.
Okay, Viz runs forward and attacks. You can move it if you want.
22 to hit.
Hits. Nora, you're up next.
7 piercing.
Okay. Alright, ending your turn. Nora and then Cephas.
How is Wizard looking?
This
He
is the first few hits he's taken.
Yeah.
He looks hurt, but he looks like, he's not like, you know.
Yeah, my 8 damage isn't going to do much.
It's gonna finish that ritual.
Oh no, oh no, oh no, oh no, oh no. I don't think what I'm going to do is going to stop it. No.
You fire an arrow, miss?
Yep.
Okay. Anything else?
We're still running. Is there anybody close to me at all at the moment?
No.
Okay.
Nope.
Are we going to intersect at all, or are they running past me the other way?
Because you already started running this way, everybody else runs straight back. The only people that might are Edogard and Cepheus.
Cool. Are they within range for me to yell at them?
Yeah.
I'll just wait until next turn.
Okay, but you run another 20 feet perpendicular again. Okay.
Why?
All right. Ending Venora's
Slow you
turn.
down. I need to get out of here.
Cephas, and then the bad guy.
Well, I'm gonna, since I don't know where my sword is at, I'm gonna hold to run with Edivar.
Okay.
So that he can lead me. But
Lumen.
Set another fire and then run with them.
Okay. That guy. He will look at you guys. And he turns and he starts running again. So take him off the map.
Woo. Should have hit him.
This is not what I signed up for. Ghibli, it's you.
I just keep running.
Okay. Now the one in the water disappears. There's a deep rumbling beneath the water. You watch as finally it moves. This rumbling, it matches on the water, and there's this ripple across the entirety of it. And you see at the center of it, there's this bubbles appearing just beneath.
Can I yell to the group?
Sure.
I have an illusion. If something big springs out, I'd get under this. And it just looks like a grassy knoll.
Okay. Titus and Clonus.
Running.
Are you guys running towards Edovard's illusion, or you're just running away?
Everyone's still moving away, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, but Edovard he's like 10 feet behind you. But you could dash and get to the tree line this turn.
I'll do that.
Okay. You are in the trees. Clonus.
I'm dashing as far as I can.
You can get to Edovard's illusion.
I'm jumping in the illusion.
Okay. There's this weird moment where you're like, I'm jumping into a hill of dirt. And then you inside of it. Huh? Are you in there? Yeah. All right. Yeah, this big armored dwarf. Gunk. All right. Pollock, you are...
I'm 80 from the water, so 120 from the tree line. Where is the grassy knoll from?
You could get there with just movement.
Okay. Then I'm going to fire 2 shots again.
Okay. 2 shots. Did I skip this guy's turn?
I think you may have.
I think I did. Because it was your turn, and then somehow we got way...
You made it this guy's turn for whatever reason.
Yeah.
But that normally was...
Okay, so what he would have done is he would have stepped back into the water. Just before doing that, though,
I knew he's up to something.
he's going to... Staying where he was standing. Clonus isn't actually there because he moved. But Clonus moved after this happened.
Yep.
So Clonus, this applies to you as well. I need you to make a dexterity saving throw. As you're running for that illusion, lightning tearing through the ground.
7.
And Vith as well.
Okay.
You take 20 lightning damage, Clonus.
13.
And 20 lightning damage, Vith. And then, is Vith still up?
Yep.
Okay, so he can take that opportunity attack as he takes 2 steps back into the water. Clonus, I assume you're still up. You haven't taken much
13.
damage. 13?
Misses.
Yes. He takes two steps into the water. All right, now it is where we were. Holik, you want to take those shots at him?
Yeah.
All right. As you step into the illusion, and then Venora, and then Cephas. Sorry about
that. 18 and 11. 5 damage. And Vith is going to get into the water and attack the guy.
Okay. Vith runs into the water.
24 to hit.
Hits.
6 piercing.
All right. Ending your turn.
Yeah.
Venora and Cephas.
I'll try again. Nope.
Okay. He's getting super far away. Are you going to keep walking that way?
Yep.
Okay. So 60 feet that way.
No.
Cephas, 40.
20.
Your total is now 16
Oh,
feet down.
got it.
Cephas?
Moving with Edivar.
Okay. Now it's the wizard's turn. He will. You have Constitution saving throw from
Fifth. Real bad. 4.
7 points of damage.
7.
Yeah.
Okay.
As he just takes 2 more steps back.
Another attack.
Okay.
16.
Edvard, your turn. 16 will hit.
5 more piercing.
Okay. Just bleeding into this pool now, the blood like shimmering out. Go ahead, Ed.
I point to Venora and message, we need Cepheus's gear.
I'm going to slow you guys down through town. I can meet you on the outside.
Alright. What are you doing, Ed? Still going with the plan?
Yeah.
Alright, you should be within the tree line at this point with your grassy knoll. Lumen,
Starting a little fire and
still going back?
yeah. Can I
Right.
make it?
You are in the tree line. This guy is gone. Ghibli
How far am I from the grassy knoll?
from the grassy knoll. It's in the tree line now, so you're 100 feet away.
I keep running towards it.
Okay, sure. 50 feet away now.
Is this like kind of like a hill that we're kind of on right now, or just kind of like just?
Is this what?
Are we kind of like on a hill right now? Just
You are at the top, and as soon as you hit the tree line,
I just want to barrel roll down.
okay. So you're at where the knoll is. It's you guys got to the tree line, and you're literally just inside the tree line, so you might still be visible. And then the hill starts going down. It's fairly steep right there. So, ending Ghibli's turn. Titus, you running? You're in the tree line.
There's still people outside.
Ghibli is.
Okay,
Ghibli's 1 round away.
I will hold arrows, if anything.
To shoot Ghibli?
Yes.
No!
Right before he gets.
I made a mistake.
He dies in front of the tree line. All right, just in case anything appears. Okay. Clonus, you running for the tree line?
I'll just sprint wherever I can.
Okay. So you're going towards you're 10 feet away from the tree line.
Yeah.
Ending Clonus' turn. Holik, Venora, are you guys all running?
I'm sprinting and I'm gonna have Fifth trying to kill him.
Okay. So you make it to the tree line. Correct?
I'm at
Or
170.
you're at 120 still. So you're at 60 now. So you're right behind Ghibli.
21 to hit
21 hits.
and 5 more damage.
Good job.
Slowly but surely whittling this guy down. He's just stepping back. So go ahead and put what's his face up there. Vith. Venora, you're still running the other way?
Yeah. And how
Try-
far am I from a tree line?
From the tree line, you didn't keep going back.
Yeah, I know.
You're 70 feet from the tree line.
Okay, can I angle towards, like, I know I'm not going out
Yeah.
this way, but just, I want to hit trees, so I'm not in the...
That's like, yeah, okay.
Yeah.
So you're 60 feet
And
from a tree line now.
Can I cast... People died. They went into the pool. Can I cast Disguise Self as one of the elves that got
Sure.
eaten by the pool?
Okay.
If there was a girl one, that'd be best.
There was not.
Okay.
All right. Ending Venora's turn. Cephas, are you still running?
Yep.
You guys are you already in the tree line?
Yeah, I'm with Edivar.
You're with Edward, so you just got to the tree line then, because you're
We
moving
just made it.
segmented. So you're at the tree line. It's now the big guys. On his turn, you watch as the water behind him erupts as he's like thrown forward. I need you to make a strength saving throw for Vith. He fails.
He fails.
Okay, so both of you knocked prone into the water, you and the wizard. And Vith like falls back, falls on his back, and the wizard just falls into the water forward and just stands back up looking as this big, massive creature erupts out of the water. I mean, not so massive.
It's the Hulk.
It's just for size. You see the torso of this robed and armored woman erupt out of the water. Fairly huge. As she stands there, this long, beautiful, almost oily hair hanging at her side that immediately shoots out and animates as her eyes open up in these bright, shining yellow eyes. She kind of slithers to the surface of the water, returning to that glassy form, now almost solid. And you see from her torso down, below her torso, no legs, but this long snake body, as she coils up along the surface of the water. And she looks straight at Yellen, the guy there. And she slithers over to him. And as she does, she just grabs him, lifts him up, and he's just like, "Yes, give to me your boon." And as she lifts him up, she just eats him.
No.
He's like, "No, not again!" Yeah, just bites into his chest and like just starts to eat him. And that's where we'll leave it.
That's what he wanted, right?
Not necessarily.
Shadows rise and fires gleam of lore and legend we dare to dream. Steel in hand and hearts aflame, we carve our path, we claim our name. Raise the blade, sound the cry of lore and legend, we'll never die. We fight as one, the people's hand, their hope, their strength across the land. Darkened woods and stormy skies, the call of fate, it never lies. Through dungeon depths and dragon's roar, our tale will live forevermore. Raise the blade, sound the cry of lore and legend, we'll never die. We fight as one, the people's hand, their hope, their strength across the land. Sound the cry of lore and legend, we'll never die. We fight as one, the people's hand, their hope, their strength across the land.
Is that sincere, Byron?
Partially.
Wow. Okay. He just said he never realized how handsome Matt is until he was talking like that. Okay. Sorry, that went a little long, guys.
It's all good.
That was good. That was good.
When I get a chance to lore dump,
Oh, we love it.
I'll do it.
We're sitting here. We're sitting
I
here
will
pumping
dump
our fists
lore.
because we did like 90% of the.
And if I die, none of you get it.
That's true.
That's true.
If I die, none of you get it.
It all dies.
We can't take the message.
The guy
and
comes back
war
and slits your
continues.
throat, Cepheus.
Anyway,
Lord dies with you.
Apparently, we didn't need you.
It is 11 o'clock.
I know.
And so,
Fight him.
dude, it's 11.
Fight it!
Fight him.
Fight it!
Fight won't take too long.
We're gonna be up until like 1 or 2.
We're not going to play another 2 weeks. Fight him!
I got stuff to do, man.
He's not doing it.
All of you want to fight him.
Yes.
It's 11:15. I don't know how long it will take. I don't think it'll be the longest fight. It'll be a fight.
I think it'll go so fast.
You think it'll go fast?
I do.
It never goes fast.
He seems really confident.
You think it'll go fast?
I have a plan.
What is gonna happen?
Hold on. We're gonna kill him. He's gonna fall in the lake, and then she's gonna come out, and then we're gonna have to fight.
Then we can take a break. And then we can take a break. But he's killing first.
That's a good idea.
Hey, we still get, a little bit of...
Then we get a lordship. Want to plan?
What?
Want to plan?
Oh, no, I don't even at all.
You were so confident about
I
it.
really needed to sell it that we were gonna, so we can do it.
So we can
I
do
mean, my plan is to kill him. I don't, Is yours different?
I was like, oh, he's good.
Stinking
The
cloud.
boy who lived.
Stinking cloud.
Oh, Monica Newman.
Yeah, it's a good spell.
Which is bold.
Is that a real spell?
I messed it up.
Stinking cloud.
The stinking cloud. It's great.
You all get the smell of poop.
Pretty much,
And
but it
then we
hurts real
catch it
bad.
And it passes with wind.
That's true.
Yeah. I think that's what a stink cloud usually passes with.
He knows what I mean. Because it's an actual mechanic.
Same with fog cloud.
Fart cloud?
Fog.
Oh.
Not everything is poopy word. Not everything is poopy word. A poopy hoomers. Poopy boomer.
Everything on my plate.
Old people.
Well, that's
The best part is when you have a patient that's walking like this. This gets bad. When the patient's walking like this, and they're like,
They can't see it.
They just stop. They're like, what are you doing? Pooping. They keep walking.
That's
It's like a toddler.
Oh.
You stop moving. You're pooping.
Young
No, no, no,
people
no.
and old people
They're
are the
so literally
same.
like this. They're like walking, and then they just stop. You're like, what are you doing? I'm pooping.
Right.
And then they keep walking. And you're like, I'm
kind of sweet.
so confused.
It's like Benjamin Button, how he showed that when you're getting younger,
Oh, I can't.
you're just going through
I just haven't.
The same
the
stages
same
of life.
exact things.